All right, so this is actually kind of huge. What we're seeing right now, we've got the patch notes that are going to be coming out tomorrow, or patch notes for what's coming out tomorrow. Overall, looking pretty good. Let's talk about it now. There's actually a lot more than I would have thought coming out tomorrow. We've even got chapter 5, which came out like what, 2 months into KR. So let's talk about it. Now, first off, maintenance should be opening at 7 a.m. EST, which is better than I thought. I thought it was coming out at 3 a.m., but it's not. So we've got 2 more hours depending. For me, I'm pretty sure, unless I just like can't do math, it should be 7 a.m. my time because of the fact that, oh, by the way, you could check out what time it is. In right now in UTC -5 in the Discord. So come in the Discord. We have a bunch of stuff in here. Now, yeah, so you're gonna try to just translate this time to this, right, and see what time it is for you. Now, we've got the first dual rate up banners, which we could see right here. We've got the duel for LICHT and Raya, and then Vettel and Fauna. And what's very cool about that is that now they're separated by their united attacks instead of by like just randomly placing them together, because before it was LICHT and Fauna and Raya and Vettel. So now it's good that it's Raya and LICHT, also because these two are the best ones and they're on the same well, not the best ones. Fauna probably has the highest value right now, but for this meta, LICHT and Raya are the best. And after this, it does seem that we might actually get a change up in terms of banner releases. So the main point I'm saying this is because of chapter 5 is going to be coming out tomorrow. Like, what? That's so interesting that it's already coming out. But I genuinely like this. Now, as for what's coming out, we're going to get obviously chapter 5 story. We're going to get the Siba Temple, an extra patrol stage. So that's lovely. And then for a lot of people, this is going to be huge, especially because of how many people pulled Red Yami. If you complete the memory shards for chapter 5, you're going to be able to get the Captain's Dignity skill page. And you know what that one is? This. We're going to be able to get Yami's SSR skill page for free. So that's actually going to be very good. I really do like this. Chapter 5 already being there kind of begs the question, will KIATO and Kohono be coming early? I mean, if we really think about it, they are already in the game. If you go over here and to like, I don't know, dungeon, if you go to recommendation, you could already see them with all their skills. So to me, it does say that they're gonna be here, right? We're gonna see them in the game very soon alongside Gifso. Gifso might be there tomorrow. He might just become an unfeatured SR because chapter 5 is gonna be out. So we're gonna have to see for that. But overall, looking pretty good. I think that this is gonna make KIATO and Kohono both much better if they're coming out before season 2. I could see them easily coming out in 2 weeks, which would be crazy. And that might mean Global comes out with chapter 5 like immediately, chapter 5 immediately, because we're already getting chapter 5 on Canada. I think that Global is going to release right away with all of Canada's content, but that is nothing confirmed, so we'll have to see. Now, there is a new limited time mode, which is the raid, which was confirmed before. This is honestly very nice. Getting the raid to me is very good. We're going to be able to get 2 dupes from this, which is probably going to be something you want to keep. I'm talking about the universal dupes to use for enhancing. So that's great. Now, there's some actual pretty important adjustments that were made. First of all, the playtime event has been reduced from 120 minutes to 90 minutes total for completion. That in its entirety is very nice. Beyond that, story tickets cost less. And from what I've been seeing, because I did write this up, I did write the message up, it's much less. Like, I mean, it goes from 250 for the first one to 50. That is really good for people who want to push story at first. When Global comes out, I might actually buy the story tickets because going from 250 to 50 crystals is worth it, right? It is worth it. Now, next up is legendary talent seeds. Cannot be obtained anymore from the stages 6 to 15, which it's these right here, the purple ones. Bit interesting, but I guess it's because there's genuinely just no use for them. So to me, that makes sense. I could understand why we're not going to be getting them anymore. I actually kind of like that it's not there anymore because it kind of makes it so that people won't be hogging their purple ones and will instead be getting more of the yellow ones. So that is nice. And of course, Season 1 Clover Academy, Asta, Mimosa, and Yami will all be going into the normal pool. Overall, pretty good patch notes. Not really much to say, but if you want to see, the banner should be coming out 12. It should be coming out 3 hours after these leave, from what I'm understanding. If not, if there's a change, you'll see it. But I mean, it's going to be coming out around that time, I'd say. But overall, I think the biggest like news from this to me is that Chapter 5 is already coming out, which means that KIATO and Kohono are soon, which means that in terms of pickups, we're almost going to be completely caught up to this point. And it means that like KR and like we're going to be catching up to KR, which I actually find really interesting. Like not completely, but a decent bit's going to be caught up, right? Which is I mean, it's something. It's something. Being caught up already is very nice. I can't lie, right? I can't lie. I wasn't expecting us to get chapter 5 already. I was like kind of confused what they were gonna do because they were dropping all the Midnight Suns at once, and then it's like, okay, what now? Because like we had to get to season 2, and I was like, okay, season 2 before KIATO Kohono, but now it seems like KIATO Kohono are gonna come out before season 2, and then season 2 is gonna come out, which makes it so that KIATO and Kohono are infinitely more valuable. Reason being, I mean, they're just really good units. If we go to them, like we'll talk about them a bit more here. Like KIATO himself, his damage, especially because he has the highest attack scaling for an ultimate in the game, is insane, right? He has good skills, good passives, and he has the longest passive in the game, which giving him like a bunch of endurance and damage resistance, plus 50% damage dealt at max for his passive, plus his other passive giving him more damage dealt, and then Kohono having a barrier increasing all attack, healing, increasing defense. So Kohono herself is going to be good, and even Gifso, like it was a really good blue release. Like this solidified completely blues, and it also makes it so that sooner you're going to be able to get good blues. That if you're missing any, right? Kohono especially is going to be good for PvE farming, but Gifso gives increased damage or increased favored damage dealt. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to tell. Oh my god. Wow, Pride win. Pride win was slacking because I thought this was increased damage dealt, but it's just increased favored damage, which is type advantage damage. But the ult is still pretty good, giving all attack. But Gifso is still gonna be nice for certain game modes, and I think especially for raid, he would have been nice if he was out in time. But from what it seems like, we're gonna get it like 2 weeks after this. So in 2 weeks, we should be getting LICHT and Raya, and then Fanavetto. Because if we go to the banners, they are until the 14th of September, which is when we could expect KIATO and Kohono to come out. And they were already in the game in terms of like packs, like we've seen them in packs, but nothing else. So I like it. Chapter 5 tomorrow, which means more story, more patrol stages that I still haven't done any. So I haven't done any of chapter 2, 3, or 4, and now I have chapter 5's beginning. And chapter 6 is coming out on KR, so there's a lot of story to do, more units, and it seems like we might actually catch up very close besides seasonals, which is a bit weird because I don't know what the seasonal situation is going to be. But it's kind of making me a bit worried for global because I don't want them to be like caught up on pickups and then seasonals they're like 10 years behind, right? So let me know what you guys think for all this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.